What's going on, guys? Justin, aka Straight Hacks here for week 7 of the BTL. This week we are taking on Ray in the Hamilton Toxic Apes. Their team consists of Iron Valiant, Mega Scizor, Terra Greninja, Ting Lu, Tentacruel, Mesprit, Moltres, Rotom, regular form, Shaman, and Terra Carbink. To take them on, we are going to bring, first up, we have our Choice Specs Tornadus Therian, Bleak Windstorm, Dark Pulse, Grass Knight U-Turn, 40 in HP, 252 in special attack, and 216 in speed, with a timid nature. We have our Terrafire Leftovers Contrary Superior, Leaf Storm, Terra Blast, Glare, and Substitute, 104 in speed, 252 in special attack, and 152 in speed, with a timid nature. We have our Black Sludge Regenerator Toxapex, Sludge Bomb, Scald, Recover, Toxic, 248 in HP, 8 in special attack, and 252 in special defense with a Calm nature. We have our Mega Gyarados, Waterfall Crunch, Temper Flare, Dragon Dance, been one of our MVPs this season. 40 in HP, 252 in special in attack, and 216 in speed. Then with the adamant nature. We have our Heavy Duty Boots Great Tusk, Knockoff Close Combat, Rapid Spin Stealth Rock, 248 in HP, 252 in attack with adamant nature, and 8 in defense. And finally, we have our Heavy Duty Boots Levitate Rotom, Overheat Pulse, which Will-O-Wisp, and Defog, 248 in HP, 252 in defense with a bold nature, and 8 in special attack. That is the team we are going to bring to take on Ray and the Hamilton Toxic Apes, and I'll see you guys for the battle. We are back for the battle against Ray. Let's see here. Pretty much kind of what I expected, except for the Rotom. I wasn't 100% sure was going to come. My plan is kind of to lead Great Tusk here, see if we can get up some rocks. So that's going to be the lead. I kind of like it against the Rotom or the Moltres if they lead those things. Maybe not. It's not a great lead here necessarily, depending on what they lead. I could, though, see just a Tinglu lead also. But we'll see here. Did I bring... Yes, okay. Ooh, they are Terra Electric Greninja, something to keep in mind. Not exactly what I expected, but I guess that could make some sense to counter the Toxapex. Tinglu is kind of what I expected to come in here. I'm just going to get my rocks up as the Rotom comes in. Okay. So on the Rotom, I think I just go my own Rotom in case they try to Will-O-Wisp or Thunder Wave or anything like that. I do Will-O-Wisp, which is fine by me. I think I'll just go ahead and Volt Switch out. They Volt Switch first. If it's Tinglu, it's Tinglu. It is what it is. It is indeed. Okay. Even then, they are leftovers. Okay. I think I just Will-O-Wisp also. I'll get the burn on that. They do put up their rocks. That is fine. I think I just go right into Great Tusk. A Stone Edge. Okay. So, I would be shocked if anything but Rotom came out here on their end. So that being said, I'm going to Knockoff. It is going to be Rotom. Okay. Their Culverberry. It still has 52%. They would be faster, so I'm not going to... I don't want to get Will-O-Wisp, so I will just go back to our own Rotom here. They do Pain Split. Okay. I think just overheating makes sense. Well, does it really? It doesn't really do anything to Tinglu. Maybe even just a defog. Because I think I can get my rocks up pretty freely, so I'm gonna do that. Uh, yeah, because he can just keep on getting back into Rotom on the Great Tusk. So I think maybe getting the rocks gone to maybe get our Tornadus in a little bit easier to get our. Granted, our Tornadus and Toxex both have Regenerator, but gets Gyarados in easier as well as Superior. They just full switch into Tinglu. Okay. Uh, so I'm going to defog, which is going to get rid of both rocks on both sides, which is fine. I think I can just kind of go into Superior now on their likely stealth rocks. Yep. And I'm going to get a substitute up and see what they decide to go for. They go Moltres. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to Glare and then see what they decide to go for. They just Flamethrower. Makes sense. I am Tera Fire. So I could resist it, but it also, at the same time, makes my Tera Blast weaker actually into the Moltres. Um, but if I do Terra, I mean I could sub again, but at the point where it's doing any damage, it would have to be like fully +6, and then it's still just do a KO. And that makes me weaker to the Greninja, so I'm gonna refrain from doing that currently, and I'm gonna go to Toxapex here. Aegis Flamethrower again, that's fine, it does very little. And I'm just gonna Scald to see what they decide to do. I could see, I guess, Shaman coming in on a Scald, but even then I could just Sludge Bomb it after. Nothing else, or Greninja, I guess, also, but nothing really wants to come in on a Scald. The Tinglu obviously is already burned. The Moltres also already burned. Scald's not doing a ton here, but we could potentially see an item, whether it's like a leftovers, or we could, they could probably just be boots at that point, but getting chip on it would be beneficial, even though it's likely, if it's just boots, it probably has a roost. There you go to Tinglu. Okay. I think I just go right to Great Tusk. Makes the most sense here, even if they just try to Earthquake. It does very little, 10 to 12% if they have no attack, and because they'll burn, obviously. They do Earthquake. That's a crit. It does 18. Okay. I will just knock off again. If they want to go Rotom, they can go Rotom. Will you knock it out? Awesome. Okay, so Rotom's gone. That does invite in potentially the Valiant or the Greninja, though. If they go Shaman or the Moltres, I might just even Rapid Spin. Um, but regardless, I think getting rid of that Rotom's big for us in terms of spinning and whatnot. If it is Moltres that comes in, I probably will Rapid Spin. Um, on the Shaman, I probably go to my Rotom. It's going to be the Greninja. Okay. So I think Toxapex is the play here. That's what's here for the Greninja, but at the same time, there's also a risk because of the Tera Electric. So I'm gonna make the Toxapex play. If they just raw Tera, they do Surf. Okay. So we know they're Tera Electric. So Terra Electric, and if they have Terra Blast. Without Stab, it doesn't really do too much to me, so I'm gonna Toxic and see what they decide to go for. Because they're currently obviously non-boosted. They're not Life Orb. We know that, so we can actually take that off here. Um, they do Terra. They do Terra Blast. It is 58. Okay, yeah, right where I thought. We can just go ahead and get the Toxic off. And the question is, what do I want to go down here? I think Rotom is the least. Well, yeah, I think Rotom's the least useful at this point. They do just Terra Blast. It's fine. They were Surf, so obviously we will go down. But the question is it worth letting this go down here? And the only reason I think maybe not. So can we, if we Mega, can we take a? We could take a Surf into a Terra Blast if we Mega Gyarados. Um, Even with the rocks, I think. And if, because it's not Protean, so we know it's pretty much Battle Bond. So if he's gonna Surf here, which I think is the likely play, I think Gyarados could make sense. So we'll take, maybe not. If he's gonna Surf here, I might just go back to Toxapex on the Surf. They Dark Pulse. Okay, that makes sense. Unfortunately, I don't have Protect here, but I think just going Rotom is fine. I think we're just gonna have to cycle a little bit until we get to a point where I am more comfortable. This thing like will go down. I'm assuming a Terra Blast comes out this turn, unless he tries to predict the Rotom. And if he does, it's just a good play on his end. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be Terra Blast. Hmm. I could see another Terra Blast here because it takes us out from this range. So I think potentially going Superior could make some sense. Yeah, let's do that. And then after this turn, the Greninja will go down to poison anyway. They go down. They go out to Tinglu. Okay. So we get into our Superior. Yeah, I think their play is going right to Moltres here. So I'm going to Rapid Spin. Or going to go Great Tusk, and then I'm going to Rapid Spin. They go into their Shaman, which is fine. We do get the rocks away. And I think we're just going to go right into Tornadus from here. The Energy Ball does 20%. Okay, so likely more bulky. I'm just going to U-turn. Did you go to Tinglu? Okay. Doesn't do very much. I think I could now potentially get into Gyarados. With my Mega at plus, is there anything that takes +1 anything on this team? At this range, I don't think so. So I think this might just be Gyarados' chance here to go ahead and Mega and Dragon Dance. They go right to Shaman. If you're like max bulk, I guess if they're max bulk, they could take a Temper Flare here. So let me calc this real quick. If they're max, I think it makes the most sense to just Temper Flare. Is there anything that's well, a Scarfed Valiant or Greninja could be faster than me, and uh, the Greninja is not Scarfed. We know that, so it'd be the Valiant. So I'm just gonna Temper Flare here. Yeah, the 70. They get Citrus Berry back. That's fine. They Energy Ball. The 60%. Okay. I think Temper Flaring again is fine. If the Valiant comes in after this, we pretty much know it's Scarfed. Now we get information. Otherwise, everything else just about goes down. So, right where we want to be at speed. +1, we are faster than the Greninja by 1 point. The Iron Valiant can also be booster speed, which would also be faster than us. Let's go ahead and see what they do. Okay, apologies for the delay there. We did take out their Shaman. They do have their booster speed. Iron Valiant. I'm not gonna let Gyarados go down here. We're just gonna go straight to Toxapex, which is what this is here for. Yeah. So basically, pretty much what we thought was gonna happen there. The Valiant does come out as booster speed, which I knew if it came out it was either Scarf or booster speed because anything else and it was basically going to be a sack. But we're just gonna go. The Toxapex makes the most sense here. No reason to sack off the Gyarados right now. They do Calm Mind. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to Toxic and see what they decide to go for. I don't think a Thunderbolt at +1 has enough to take us out right now. It is not. They do bring Psyshock. Fortunately, we do survive. And we are going to get the Toxic off. And then I think now I just go Tornadus because nothing takes me out with one hit. They do Moonblast. That's fine. I think here is a fine spot to sack the Rotom and get our regenerators back. I think just going Toxapex, getting that regenerator back, and then assuming the Psyshock is coming out, he might moon. They might Moonblast, assuming we could go into Gyarados, but just +1 Moonblast. Anything else live a +1 Moonblast? No, not really. Um, I think I go into Superior because I have a chance to live the Moonblast, or I do live. I should live a Psyshock. We do go down to the Moonblast. That's okay. Toxapex now at a point where we will live the Psyshock here. And I'll just Sludge Bomb to take out the Valiant. They do go ahead and switch out and go into Ting Lu. I think I go right back into Gyarados because if they let us get a Dragon Dance up, it's game over now with the Valiant not having its a speed boost anymore. So if they do try to attack here, this might be game over. Because I think one Dragon Dance does just win us this game at this point. So Earthquake just doesn't do enough. Waterfall should take out this. And I think that is just going to be the game. I don't think they have anything that can outspeed us. Nothing takes a hit, so I think that's going to be GG's to Ray. Unless I'm missing something here, but I think we're looking good in terms of the end game here. Yep, it's going to be the Iron Valiant. Just going to Waterfall. I guess it could have Vacuum Wave. Does that kill me from here? Probably does. Oh, it definitely does. So if their last move is Vacuum Wave, then I guess it's not game over, but I think we have enough to take it down anyways. Do I want to bank on their last move being Vacuum Wave? I think I'm fine even if it is. So, and I think they would have gone out to it a lot faster if it was, but if that could just beat them trying to think a little bit harder, I'm fine even if we go down here though, I think. So we do end up going down. Tornadus comes out though. We are faster than this by 1 point. We can Bleak Wind Storm to see what they decide to go out into. It's going to be Moltres. We do miss the Bleak Wind Storm, which is unfortunate. But I think we can go into the Great Tusk here on the Moltres, and set up the rocks because that will pretty much guarantee, I think, that we can switch around probably for the rest of this game. Let's see what they decide to go for. They do get a burn with the Scorching Sands, just a little unfortunate. Flamethrower does have a chance to take us out from here, it looks like, from 0 special attack. The Scorching Sands did 27. Yeah, that's right about no special attack. Okay. But we should be faster. We'll get the rocks up. They do Flamethrower. It does go ahead and take us down. Um, Going to Tornadoes here is just the best play. Yeah, maybe I decided to think it was over a little too early. Let's see. Do they get paralyzed here? No, they don't. We do go down. Yeah, so I think they do take this one. Wow, okay. Um, well, actually, we'll see. Hold on. Toxpex could pull this out here. We should be faster. Or actually, we could still be slower with the paralysis here. Um, we actually are going to still be slower. So I'm going to recover. Well, I think I need to bank on them getting paralyzed, unfortunately. So I'm going to Scald. Yeah, so maybe I said GG's a little too early. I thought that we had better. I think they maybe just played the end game there a little bit better than I thought they were going to. Because let's see, I mean, I assume they go to. Well, I might actually have enough recovers with the damage that they do that I could still kind of stall out the win here. I go to Greninja. Terra Blast does 41 to 49 at their max special attack. So it does extras 57. Okay. Still in range to where I am living one. I still just have to keep recovering. It's 48 that time. Okay. That's 55 there. We get the recovery back up to 70. They should go down this turn. The Valiant comes out, and I think I just keep recovering. I think Toxapex is going to take this down because the Psyshock didn't do a ton. Not exactly how I thought I was going to take this game, but I think we are actually going to, barring a crit, going to be able to go ahead and take this one. Yeah, I think barring a crit or recovery will be enough that we can go ahead and take this one. Definitely a well played game by Ray. Bring it down here to interesting play there to go for Isai Shock because now a Sludge Bomb just wins me the game. No, No crit, and we are going to go ahead and take a 1-0 victory versus Ray. Again, well played by Ray, and GG's, and I'll see you guys for the next one.